Hey, my friends of Geek Workshop, hello, and welcome once again to this your favorite channel, Geek Workshop. In today's video, we are not going to do a comic book reading session. No, even though I have this story here of the X-Men enter the lost souls, we are not going to read this story. In fact, my friends, what we are going to do is that I am going to show you, or we are going to analyze some elements here in this story about the use of the language. And probably the way that even many students get confused at the very beginning of this learning process of English. So, like I said, I am going to show you some specific parts of this story, and we are going to analyze elements of English grammar. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Let me show you this first part here. Take a look. What do you see here in this part? What element you see here that in a way you are not familiar with? I suppose that if we talk about the grammar element here, obviously we need to talk about something here. There's a combination of English and obviously there's a combination of French in that little piece of dialogue. Take a look. Okay, Monsieur Lebit, you the one with the sheepskins. So if you see here this element, the, you see the? In that part is a very informal way of using the traditional English article they. And here you see that part, they, is exactly the same. You the one with the sheepskins. Like I said, normally an English student, when the English student begins the process of learning this language, the brain of the student is not familiar with the English language. So in that way, the brain confuses the information. And the student writes the language, or in this case, the sentence or the word, the way that the brain obtains or understands the idea. That's okay. Again, it's a normal process of the language. But with time, with practice, you don't use this anymore. The or they. With time, you are going to write the correct element, the correct article. But once again, it's a normal process of the brain. Let me show you one more example in this story here, okay? Let me show you one more example. Take a look at this part here. These writers, mes amis, they put a lot of effort into this ambush. I don't think they be chased away so easy. They come looking for a rematch. Be nice to have our best waiting to give it to them. Let's take a look at this part here. Look. These riders. These. You see? Do you see the way that is written? These. Again, it's informal English. But at the same time, like I said before, it's a normal process. It's a normal process of the brain, of the human brain, to obtain, to recognize new information in a new language. So you see here, once again, look, these, they, and here, they once again. And you see here, they, I don't think they be chased. So you see, in this way, like I said, it's a normal process of the brain to receive new information. But like I said before, with time and with practice, the brain will recognize the correct way to write those words in English. So guys, with these two examples in this issue of the X-Men, you were able to recognize some grammar elements that are important for you to know. And for English students, it's also important for them to recognize this. And obviously, don't think that if you use this element, a comic book, in an English classroom, it's going to be difficult for you to understand or to practice English. As a matter of fact, if you use these elements in the classroom, you and with the guidance of your teacher, you will learn English in a much better way. So guys, I hope you found this video interesting, educational, effective for you and your English learning process. In the meantime, before we go, if you love the content of Geek Workshop, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the button, turn the notifications on. In the meantime, thank you very much for coming, for being here. Till the next time, bye-bye, take care.